Wright Way Wednesday on a Wednesday night. And before I get into my topic on tonight, here's a financial tip for you. If you're working a job or if you own your own business, remember to keep actually going because you never know when you may meet the right person at the right time. You never know who's actually watching you, and you never know when things will actually change for you. Being on a job, you may work your job doing what you do, and if you stay consistent with that, you never know when somebody may come up to you to ask you to do a better, greater job for the company, and they will give you a good raise. If you're working a business and things aren't going as well as you want them to go, you never know when somebody may see your work or see your material or see what you're doing and ask you to actually help them out or give you a big opportunity. So whatever it is that you have for this year financially, any goals, continue to work at it because you never know when you're going to get your big break. So I just wanted to give this person their flowers, Felisa Wright, just for all that you have done in the community of Altadena, just helping out with different families and helping them so that their kids can make it to school on time, helping them so that their kids have somewhere to actually go at the end of the school day. She not only would pick kids up to take them to school and to bring them to her daycare, but sometimes she will actually drop them off as well. And then also making sure that they had a nice meal, and then actually taking them on trips, just doing the most that she could for these people and their families. And a lot of people from Altadena know her and have seen her and her family driving around in white vans and picking up kids and bringing them to her daycare. So my topic on tonight is for church leaders to stand strong in 2025. One of the things with being a church leader or being a leader of a ministry is a very tough task. It's a lot of work that goes into it, but I believe that you can actually stand tall in doing this in 2025. One of the things that you may encounter is things not going how you want them to go, or you plan to do something real big and it doesn't be as big as you actually wanted, or things just don't go your way. Don't worry about things going wrong or things not going the way that you want them to actually go. Just know that eventually things will get better. The best thing that you can do is to be consistent. So just by you being consistent, if it's you teaching a Bible study, if it's you inviting people to come out to a Bible study, or if it's you being there to greet people, be consistent in what you actually do and what the ministry is calling you to do. And then by you being consistent, this will help a lot of other people to actually want to show up or volunteer with the stuff that you actually do because they see that you're actually serious. If you start being inconsistent and you don't start doing the things that you're actually supposed to do, then you will see that more people will actually fall away. And even if the numbers aren't what you want them to be, you should remember this, that the word lets us know where two or three are gathered in my name, there I will be too. If you look at Jesus, oftentimes he would take two or three disciples with him and do certain things. He wouldn't take all of them with him. So sometimes just working with smaller groups is actually beneficial to you. And then sometimes working in large groups, you got a lot of people who will go against the grain of what you guys are actually trying to do. So this is why sometimes it's always better to just be with a few people who know is going to actually do the work and be consistent. Another thing, you want to make sure that you have a good team around you. A good team will definitely help you out so that you can have time to actually concentrate and work on the things that you need to work on. And then every time, you may not be able to be there for everything that's going on. So when you have a good, consistent team as well, or a team of people around you helping you out, This makes to make things go smoother. And then it also helps for the times when you get burnt out or you actually get tired, then you have somebody that's going to continue to carry the torch. One of the good things about having a good team around you, this gives you time to actually recuperate and get your energy back up so that you can go out and actually do the ministry work that you're actually called to do. If you don't have a good team around you and you're tired all the time and you actually can't do all the work, then this is going to show up when you're actually doing the ministry work. It's going to look like a job to you instead of actually you doing this as something that you actually enjoy and that you actually like to do. When you have other people around you, they will give you this opportunity to get the rest that you actually need so that the next time you come back, you'll be re-energized and ready to actually go. Then also too, it's good to have a team around you because sometimes you don't think of certain things and it'll be somebody in your team that will actually speak something into you that you didn't even think of, or will give you good ideas to actually help you do the ministry how you actually want to do it. So make sure you definitely have a good team around you and that you're not just doing everything by yourself. Another thing you should know about being a ministry leader or leading ministries is that people are going to hate you for whatever you do. You can do something and plan something and it could be nice and it could be good. Everything can go great. A lot of people can actually like it and enjoy it. And then you're going to get that one brother or one sister that's going to come to you and say, oh, you know what? You didn't do this, you didn't do that. And they'll actually start complaining about what you actually did, even though there will be a lot of other people who will be lifting you up and saying you actually did a good job. Then also too, you may have a lot of people who will actually tell you you should do this, you should do that, you should be doing this, you should be doing that. And as soon as you get ready to do what they've been asking you to do, they don't actually show up to the actual event, or they're not there to actually help out. And then you're left to actually figure everything out on your own. So the best thing to do is to stay in your lane. Whatever thing you can do, whatever it is that you can do that to the best of your ability. And if other people don't like it, you can tell them, hey, well, you know what, next time you can actually do this since you didn't actually like the way that I did it. Because oftentimes with ministries, sometimes people get out of their lane and they try to do something that other people are telling them to do. And then once they get up there and they start doing it, they find themselves having a difficult time doing it, or they find themselves not being able to do it in a good manner or a good sense, which just leaves people to actually know or think, why is he actually trying to do this? He doesn't even look like he knows what he's doing. Why is he acting this way? So whatever it is that you actually do well and that you're comfortable in actually doing, stick to doing that. And then when other people come at you about the things that you do, you can just talk to them about it, and hopefully they will see it your way. If they don't try to argue or continue on with the discussion. Just let them know that, hey, you're an imperfect person trying to do God's perfect work. Lastly, and what you should know as far as being a church leader is that the enemy is going to try to trip you up. The enemy is going to try to attack you. So you need to be able to actually stand tall and actually stand strong. He may use people. He may use different things that may actually happen to you. But you have to be willing to get back up again when these things actually happen, and know that things will actually get better. Sometimes it's just a test. And once you get over the test, then you get stronger and you can keep on moving forward. So when the enemy does come at you, you definitely need to put on your whole body armor of faith. Your faith will actually carry you through these actual times. And so this is why we need to actually be in our word, because our word will actually help us to actually fight the devil back. When you look at the whole shield of faith, that whole armor, the one only thing that you have to actually fight with is your sword. So you have to take your sword, which is referring to the Bible, and know your word so that you can actually fight back. If you don't know your word and you don't have your sword, then you can't actually fight him back. So make sure that you stay in your Bible, you stay prayed up, and that you continue to get into that word so that when he does come, you'll be ready for him and you'll be ready to actually get back up. And I know the devil is going to throw his evil darts, but if you got the shield of faith, you'll be left with no marks. So keep that in mind and stand tall and stand strong and make sure that you do a good job in this year, 2025. This has been another Wright Way Wednesday. Lastly, remember, you should know the way, show the way, and go the way, the right way.